Welcome to the channel. This is every shot of a tournament that I recently played in. So the first hole from the back tees measures just over 200 yards, about 215 yards. I'm hitting 4-iron because it's downwind. First shot of the day, reasonable strike, just leaking a bit right on the wind. Looking like catching that right-hand bunker. You'll see that the bunker's quite wet. We've had a lot of rain recently down in the West Country, so I'm right on the edge of the water. Some wet, compact sand here, so just trying to flick it off the top. Caught it a fraction heavy, and it's going to come up just short of the green, but I should be able to get the putter on it. This is my attempt for par. It's going to break from the left-hand side, a good sort of foot and a half, maybe even more. As soon as it loses pace, it will break to the right. This is all up the hill, so quite a slow putt. Hit a decent line, just hit it a bit pacey on that line. It's not broke as much as I thought even. It's going to leave myself an awkward sort of 3.5 foot putt back down the hill. Quite a quick putt. Can't see a lot of break in it, so I'm just really concentrating on making a half-decent stroke. Starting the ball on line and letting it feed into the middle of the hole. Pleased with that. A bogey on the first is not a bad start. You notice how it's just started raining. Decided to hit driver and be a little bit more aggressive. Just left the face open, sort of flirting with the road down the right-hand side, but the wind is off the right and it's come back enough so that it should be in play. When we get up there in the long rough, just hacking this forward with a wedge towards the green. It's a good starting line, just needs to carry that bump. It does carry the bump and land towards the back of the green near the pin. So this for birdie. Don't see a lot of break in it. It should be out my left, the right as you look down the camera. I want to hit a decent stroke here. This would be a real bonus to make a birdie on this hole, particularly after the tee shot. Not a great putt, lacking a bit of pace, and it took the break. Not disappointed with that par after the tee shot. I've said it a number of times, it's not my favourite tee shot. Hit 5 wood, trying to draw it off the trees on the right-hand side. Again, left the face open. The wind's not hit it. It's hit those trees hard. And I'm not sure whether that's gone in the garden or whether it's okay. Get there, we find it. We've got a slight line. Just playing a little rescue club, trying to get it back into play. Do get a stroke on this hole, so 5 wouldn't be a bad score after that particular tee shot. Thankfully, we carried the bunker. So left ourselves sort of 95 yards. Gap wedge. Pins right. Want to leave it short left, ideally. Not a great strike, this. A little bit left of the target. It's also kick left. It's going to leave myself a lengthy par putt. 25 feet left for par. This breaks out the right-hand side, up the hill, so quite a slow putt. Needs to be hit quite hard to keep it on line as well. Don't want to miss it left, because anything left will run further away from the hole. Always started a bit left. Not a great putt. Disappointing hole, but if you have a bad hole and you end up with bogey, it's not going to be too bad on a day like today. So 5 net 4 on the third. A tricky pin on the fourth. It's cut on the right-hand side over some bunkers. Pick the number, hit a really good strike here. It's all over the pin, hoping it gets up. Yep, it's up, and it should be quite close to the hole and give myself a realistic chance of making a 2 and getting a shot back on the course.
I'll make birdies.
This is what we're left with for birdie. I can just see it sort of right centre. It's not outside the hole. It's got to keep it on that line. It will try and break to the left, but if you start it in right centre, even if it lacks pace, it should still go in. Hit a really good stroke here. I think it might be a bit left, but it stayed on line because of the pace. Really happy with that too, as you can see. Staying with the theme of being aggressive. Hit driver, try and get there in 2. Just hit it on the heel. It's moving left, and it's going into those trees. So it's all in the lap of the gods, whether you get a line or not. This is what we're faced with. There's not much of a gap. I'm just trying to play a little 4-iron and sort of run it up there. Trying to make sort of a pitch and a putt for a 5. Probably not going to get there in 2. Hit the tree hard. It's bounced behind me. That's not good. Just having a little laugh to myself about that. No real shot here. Just knocking it back out. Got a better line than I did have. But I'm going to leave myself distance that I'm not going to be able to reach the green in 4, unfortunately. So I'm going to be struggling to score a point here. Fourth shot, 5 wood. Hitting as hard as I can. Terrible golf swing. Just lost the plot here. Pulled it left. It's way left as well. That is not good. And unfortunately, we didn't find that ball. Not sure where it went, whether it went in the trees on the left-hand side or whether it went down the 13th. So back to the 6th. Driver, absolutely nailed this. It's a fraction right of target, but it's as good a strike as I've hit for weeks. It's gone an absolute mile. And I've left myself about 150 yards in, which I've hit gap wedge to get over the trees. Hit it hard. Not sure if it's going to get up. Looks good. Good line. And I've landed front of the green. Got a massive bounce forward and finished in the middle of the green. So this for birdie with a shot on the hole. Should break out my left, your right as you look. Good chance of a birdie here. Decent stroke. Just going a bit to the right. It's going to leave myself a tap in. Par net birdie on the 6th, which you're always happy with. That's a point back against the card. Good par there. The 7th is playing the opposite way to the first 6, straight into the wind. Hit driver. Little draw down there, which is unusual for me to actually shape the driver like that. Really pleased with it. Should leave myself a reasonably short shot into the green. Played a lovely shot here, all over the pin, keeping it right, hoping it's the right distance. It is. It lands right next to the pin and spins to the left, leaving myself a makeable birdie putt. So don't see a lot in this putt. Just outside my left edge at most. Keep the pace up so it doesn't try to break to the right. Really good stroke here. Middle of the hole and a good birdie on the 7th. Was really in between clubs here. Didn't know whether to hit 8 or 9. Hit an 8. Trying to fade it in. Just kept it left though. No fade whatsoever. And it's going to find the greenside trap, unfortunately. Another wet bunker right on the edge of it. As long as we get this out of the bunker, it's going to roll all the way down the hill. It's hard to actually keep it short, but you want to be past the pin to have an uphill putt. Decent contact, but probably flew it about 3 or 4 foot further than I wanted to. It will leave myself an uphill par putt though, which I suppose is a bit of a bonus. Straight back up the hill, quite a slow putt, needs to be hit again. Need to make this really, don't want to be making 4 on the 8th, not after making a birdie on the 7th. Hit a good putt back here, I think it's in. Caught left edge, but just didn't drop. Disappointing bogey, but we need to get that out of our head and get onto the 9th and try and make a par, because we do have a shot on the hole. Hitting 5 with a position, straight downwind. Hit a good strike here, just a little bit left of our target. It sort of lands on the fairway, but gets a massive bounce forward towards those trees, so hoping for a decent lie. Lots of sport going on at Churston Golf Club today. A bit of pheasant fighting for you. That's on another channel if you want to watch that. Back to the golf. Gap wedge over the tree. We're far enough back that shouldn't cause a problem. Really good line here, but looks a little bit short in the air, and it is a fraction short, but not a bad shot. We've got a shot on the hole as well, so that is, well, this is a putt for 4 points and a net eagle, gross birdie. See, this is sort of right edge, but wasn't sure whether it is outside the hole. Decided I'm going to hit this at right edge with a little bit of pace, so hopefully it'll keep its line. Unfortunately, started it way too straight, took the break, didn't have enough pace and missed left. Disappointing putt, one of the worst putts I've hit. But it is a 3-point hole, so decent front 9, 18 points. And here's a few additional stats for you. Onto the back 9, just hitting 5-iron up here for position, down the right-hand side ideally. Gives you the best look at the pin for your second shot.
And watching the
93 yards left, gap wedge, straight downwind. Really good line this, just left of the pin. Looks all over it. I think it's landed right next to the pin, so I'm expecting this to be quite close. When we get up there, I'm on the back of the green, so a lengthy birdie putt. Just outside the right, not a lot of break in it. Down the hill, and once you get past the hole, it will run towards the front of the green and may run off the green. Hit a really good line here. It's keeping its line, dead centre, and I'm really pleased with that putt and a good birdie on the 10th to start the back 9. The remaining 8 holes are straight into the wind, so I have to be a bit more aggressive. Hit a rescue club, nice low flight, nice little draw, absolutely perfect in the middle of the fairway. Good start to the 11th. So second shot in here, picked 8-iron, tried to draw it in. I've hit a terrible shot. The strike's awful, it's short and right. The wind's got it as well, which exaggerated how far right it went. So this is the third shot, not my favourite shot, as you know, a pitch shot over a bunker. Trying to really work on rhythm here, which is what I've been working on off the golf course. Commit to the shot, nice rhythm, keep that club flowing through the ball. Really pleased with that strike. Played it safe just past the hole, but it will give myself a putt for a par. So this putt breaks out my left, straight down the hill. Try and start it as far left as possible and let the slope take the ball towards the hole. Not a great putt again, started it too straight. Didn't hit any of the hole, run awkward length pass. Now just tapping back in for bogey. Disappointing bogey on the 11th, particularly after the birdie on the 10th. Hitting drive off the 12th was straight into the wind. Normally hit 5 wood. Hit a decent strike, but it's leaking a bit right. Thankfully, the ground's wet after all that rain. Shouldn't get a big bounce, and it doesn't. It sort of stops on the hill. Not a very good lie here. Hitting 5 irons to try and get there. It's come out really low. Sort of trying to chase towards the green, but it gets caught in the left-hand rough and will come up a little bit short. An awkward sort of pitch chip shot here. Landing on a side slope, so everything kicks right towards the hole. Got to keep it left as well, because you can run down off the green and into that dip. Played a good shot here. Pleased with where it landed. It's now taken the break. It's picked up a bit of pace. It's gone down the hill. And it's run sort of an awkward length past again. So this putt is right edge. Again, trying to hit it nice and firm so it keeps its line. It will try and drift to the left. Straight up the hill, so quite a slow putt as well. Unfortunately, I started it too far right. Too much pace, it's not going to break. A little bit disappointed. Making a bogey, but we do receive a stroke on the hole because it's stroke 2. So that's a net par for 2 points. Driver down 13, get it as close to the green as possible. Leave myself the shortest shot available. Hit this really good. It's landed quite softly. It hasn't hit the downslope, unfortunately. Probably hit it too well. So this is what we're left with. A little pitch shot, 75 yards, lob wedge. Pin sort of towards the back middle. It is soft, this green. Hit it quite good. Thought it was going to have a little hop forward. It didn't. It sat down and almost span back a little bit. So it's going to leave myself quite a lengthy putt. Here you go. I left this one in just to show that I do replace the divots. But obviously I do cut the videos to make them slightly shorter and more fun, hopefully. This is my attempt at birdie. Breaks from the left-hand side. Quite a long putt. Longer than I wanted, really, where after I'd hit my drive. Going to hit this again with a little bit of pace. Trying to be a bit more aggressive on the greens. Greens are a little bit slower. Really good putt here. Straight in the middle of the hole. Really happy with that putt. And a decent 3 and a good save. Need to birdie that hole, really. This and the next are really good opportunities on the back 9. Sticking with the game plan here, driver of 14. This would be absolutely perfect if there was no wind or it was downwind. It's a great line, but when I got up there, I must have hit the tree and dropped down, so left myself an awkward shot. Just trying to avoid the left-hand bunker and get it down the left side. It's right on line for the bunker, but thankfully it's just about carried it and should leave myself a decent 3rd shot. Pin was at the back here, but didn't want to go long. Hit a 50, probably should have hit wedged. The strike wasn't great. It's landed on the front of the green, and it's obviously very soft after all the rain, so it stopped dead. This is a lengthy birdie putt. Pinned at the back, full length for the 14th green. 2 putting it is what we really require here. Outside chance of holing. Hit what I thought was a decent line, decent putt, but it's just carried on going. Drifted off the green. It's actually gone off the side of the green. So this back now for par. From the fringe, don't see a lot of break in it. Going to hit it almost straight. Just not a great putt. Always a bit left. Pulled it. That's a disappointing bogey on that hole. A hole that you're really looking to birdie. 15th, we get a shot. Hitting driver, trying to get it as far up there as possible. Not a good swing again. It's toe strike this one, but it's landed into the upslope because it's into the wind and killed it dead. So just hoping now for a decent line. We're a little bit restricted, so put a 7-iron. Got to stay underneath that branch and get it sort of running up the left side towards the green. Hit this heavy, and it's come out a little bit right. Heading towards the bunker, but it will come up short, but it will leave me an awkward little chip over the top of it. So not ideal, but need to get up and down. This is the 3rd shot we're faced with. Left side of the bunker, over the top of it. Bounces left to right as well, up the hill, nice and positive. Played it lovely. It's just dug in though. Played it too well almost. It's come up a touch short, but we will have an uphill putt. So nice and positive here. That's Torquay, you can see in the background as well, just for a little added bonus. Left edge, nice and firm. Keep the pace up. Get the ball going to the hole at decent speed and not let it break to the right. Hit a really good putt here. Nice and positive. Straight in the hole. 4 net 3 for 3 points, which is what we needed. With a 200-yard run out, just hitting a rescue club, knowing full well that this won't make the end of the fairway. Nice and low down the left side, a little bit left of where we wanted to hit it, but should be okay. Depending on where the pin is. We get there, we were restricted, so I'm going to hit a hook around the tree, pins back left. This is probably the best shot I've hit of the day. Still need a bit of luck, and we've got it. It's landed over that bunker and left myself a makeable birdie putt, which is an absolute bonus after that tee shot. From the fringe, this putt, and also downwind and downhill. So outside right and let it drift back left to the hole. Nice and positive. Want to get this past the hole and give it a good chance of going in. Hit a lovely putt here. Looked in the whole way. Straight in the hole and a really good birdie. Really pleased with that. Another 3 points. So back-to-back 3 points. This is the 17th hole. Stroke index 6. A receiver shot. This was not a good strike. I hit it slightly fat. Ball up the club face quite high up it. It's come up short and landed in that bunker. So I've visited a few bunkers today. This comes in from the left-hand side. It is uphill as well. Ideally want to be short of the hole. Played it well. Just didn't spin as much as I thought and left it on the wrong side of the hole. So this will be a tricky putt. This is the quick putt down the hill. It's outside my left, right as you look up the camera. The greens are a little bit slower because of the rain. So I'm just going to hit it just outside the edge of the hole. It's going to have no pace as well when it goes past the hole. Just not started far enough outside. It's broke. Look at it run now. Almost out of camera shot. So I'm going to have to take a little bit of time and knocking this one back in. Straight back up the hill. This for a 4-net free for 2 points. On a quite a short par 3 where you're looking to make par. So straight back up the hill. Decent stroke. Goes in there. 2 points and on to the 18th. Again, straight into the wind. Normally hit 5 wood because it's into the wind. I hit driver. Absolutely piped it. Straight down the middle. Really good strike. Straight in the middle of the fairway. Should leave myself a good look for the second shots. Pitching wedge from 110. It's straight into the wind. Hit what I thought was a good shot here. It's sort of gone through the wind though. It's landed past the hole. Stopped quite quickly, which is good. So we'll leave myself a makeable birdie putt. This one was a little bit tricky. So there's a slope early which will push the ball to the right. And then it should break right to left. But I couldn't work out whether to hit this straight or even left of the hole. I've ended up hitting a putt way too hard. Got the wrong line completely. And it's run sort of an awkward sort of 5.5 foot to the right of the hole. One of the worst putts I've hit for a while, that. So this is the awkward putt we're left with. Couldn't see a lot of break in it. Just trying to make a positive stroke. Don't want to make a bogey here, really. This for 38 points. 4 over par. Hit a good putt there. Gone in right centre. Really pleased with that. Good finish. Thanks for watching. I knew it was a decent score, but didn't think I'd actually win the competition. It does play its toughest this time of year, and its longest with the ground being quite wet. So there's a few more stats for you. Here's the confirmation that we actually did win the competition.